Okay. It's the holidays.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. So, here's a Christmas story.
Oh, good.
When I was a kid, I watched a lot of TV.
Yeah.
I drew pictures, I played with toys, and I watched TV.
Okay.
And that was about it. And one of the shows that I really enjoyed was the old buddy cop action drama, Starsky and Hutch,
Oh, yeah.
with Paul Michael Glaser and David Soul.
Right.
And the thing about Starsky and Hutch that I liked is they were good cops,
Yeah.
and they always had each other's back,
Right.
and they were funny.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I like those two.
Right. Is this Starsky?
No. He's Starsky. He's Hutchinson. Now, like I said, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I spent most of my time either drawing or watching TV. And when I wasn't doing any of that, I was in school trying to stay awake, basically.
Wait, is this what you look like?
Pretty much, more or less. I think I actually went easy on myself here.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm in grade school. It's December. We're halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And I'm just phoning it in like the rest of the class.
right.
Just waiting for the holiday break in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And the teacher, out of nowhere, informs us we're all going to be taking part in a Christmas gift exchange.
Ah, Secret Santa.
Yeah, well, she didn't say that exactly, but yeah, we'd all be assigned a classmate to get a gift for. Something
Okay.
small, just a few bucks.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And we couldn't tell anybody who we got.
Yes.
So yeah, essentially a Secret Santa setup.
That's fun.
Yeah. So now this was exciting.
Yeah.
Suddenly, school was fun.
Yes, right?
And when we picked names out of the hat, I got this kid named Todd.
Okay.
Todd, he wasn't really in my group of friends.
Uh-huh.
He was a nice enough kid,
Right.
I guess,
Okay.
but he was really into sports.
Uh-huh.
And he and his core group of friends were always talking about football. I remember one time I got lumped in with a few of these guys when we were separated into groups in English class.
Yeah.
And every group had to come up with a group name. And so I'm scribbling ideas down, and I hear Todd and his buddies start floating ideas like, "Let's be the Vikings!" "I want to be the Cowboys!" And, you know, that's how they talked. And they're super pumped
Yeah.
to name our group after an NFL team.
Right.
So I sheepishly crumpled up my little piece of paper
Oh.
on which I'd written stuff like the Justice League
Ah.
and the World's Finest.
Those are much better names.
You don't have to tell me that. I know. I knew then. But, you know, I got boxed out by the mainstream.
It's always the way.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I got Todd in the pick,
Yeah.
and I went out to get him a gift.
Okay.
My mom was nice enough to take me shopping.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, it's December,
Yeah.
busy department store,
Right.
holiday music, super crowded,
Yeah.
the most wonderful time of the year.
Right.
It was great.
Yes.
So I'm hunting around for something, and I round the corner and I come face to face with a small display of Starsky and Hutch action figures, and I lose my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Because I had superhero action figures.
Yeah.
And I had Star Trek action figures and even Planet of the Apes action figures.
Okay.
But I'd never seen Starsky and Hutch action figures.
So you didn't even know about them?
No, I didn't even know they existed.
Wow.
So I grabbed the Starsky, and the tough part about all this is knowing that the toy wasn't even going to be for me.
Okay.
So I'm staring at the Starsky figure, and it was perfect. This was clearly the best gift you could buy anybody.
Yeah.
So, and I actually even tried to con my mom into picking up 2 Starskys so I could have one.
And?
Yeah, not even close.
Ah.
Yeah, but, you know, I had the gift. I was excited to give this amazing Starsky doll to Todd.
Yeah.
So it's a week later.
Okay.
It's the day of the big Christmas gift exchange.
Oh, good.
And I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Not just because I firmly believe I've given the best gift you can possibly give,
Right.
but also I'm going to get something
Yes.
for me.
Right.
My gift was from a kid named Seth.
Uh-huh.
He came over after we started opening to see how I liked the gifts.
Okay.
And Seth was a good guy.
Oh, good.
We were friends in school, but we didn't live near each other, so we didn't really hang out a lot after school.
Okay.
And that's just to say that maybe he didn't really know all my ins and outs and likes and dislikes.
What'd he get you?
He got me probably what was at the time a traditional boy's toy.
Oh, okay.
He got me an erector set, which is, it's a box of metal parts
Right.
and nuts and bolts
Yes.
and tools.
Yeah.
And you put all the metal parts together and build stuff. And
Right.
like I said, it was a safe choice, a standard traditional toy.
Right.
But I'd never seen one. I had actually never heard of erector sets.
Okay.
I'm sure I thanked him.
Yeah.
I was courteous. I was a
Okay.
very courteous kid. We actually had weekly reviews in my grade school where you were judged on your courteousness.
Really?
Yeah, and every week, one boy and one girl got to wear a little button that said courteous. And I'm here to tell you, I won that button more than a few times.
Why am I just finding out now that you could be courteous?
You're right.
Yeah.
I should wear the button more often.
You should.
So I'm looking at my new toy.
Yeah.
Is it a toy?
Right?
Is it an ordeal? I don't know. I'm looking at it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And then I hear from across the room, "Who got me this?"
Okay.
And I look up to see Todd standing at the front of the room with some of his sports cronies. And he's holding up the Starsky action figure over his head.
Okay.
And I call out, "I did! Merry Christmas!" And I made sure the teacher heard me say it because I was angling for another courtesy button.
Of course.
Anyway, Todd screws up his face like he has no idea why I would buy him a doll. And, I don't know if he thanked me, but I do know that he and his friends just started laughing at the Starsky doll like it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's awful.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, 3 thoughts crowd into my brain.
Okay.
1, I felt a little hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt a little embarrassed that the toy I thought was so great was now being laughed at across the room.
Right.
2, I was confused
Okay.
because I couldn't figure out why anyone with a solid grasp of reality wouldn't think that the Starsky action figure was the greatest toy that you could get for Christmas.
Right.
It just baffled me.
Yes.
And the third thought I had was, I will gladly take that toy off your hands, you football nerd. Right? Because I wasn't going to get one.
Yeah.
I had no reason to believe I was getting one.
Right.
And as it turns out, I did not get a Starsky action figure from Mom or Dad or Santa that year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Michelle. Don't pity me.
Okay.
Sure, I was ridiculed publicly for merely giving someone a toy I would have traded my left arm for.
Right.
Or at least traded my new erector set for. But my parents always gave me great Christmases.
Oh,
so,
that's really sweet. Did you end up keeping the erector set and at least having fun with it?
Yeah, I mean, I kept it.
Okay.
I opened it up and my dad kind of explained to me what it was all about, but
Okay.
you may find this shocking.
Yeah.
I was not a kid who was into tools and construction or
is
metal
shocking.
parts or anything.
Yeah.
I made the most of that erector set,
Okay, good.
but let's be honest, I played with dolls.
Right.
That's what I did. I drew pictures,
Yeah.
I watched TV, and I played with dolls. And frankly, it was an idyllic existence.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I think except for maybe not watching TV as much.
Right.
It sounds like that's pretty much your life
Oh,
now.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It worked out. The things I liked to do as a kid translated smoothly into adulthood.
Right? So what do you think ever happened to Todd?
Oh, he's probably a captain of industry or something.
Right?
Probably did well for himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He probably has a family and a stable career,
Yeah.
unlike me. And he probably watches football every Sunday.
Yeah.
But, I assume he's living his best life.
Well, that's nice.
Although,
Yeah.
it would not surprise me to find out that one day, some day in the far-flung future,
Yeah.
his maid or private nurse was going to walk in on him lying in his giant 4-poster bed, clutching a mangled action figure backing card, the toy for which has been lost to time for many decades.
Yes.
And as she draws closer to hear his last words, he'll gasp out, "Starsky!" And he drifts off to his eternal rest.
Wow.
Yep.
Dark.
You know what? Sometimes you don't know what you have until it's gone.
I guess that's true.
But of course, Michelle,
Yes.
I always knew the value of the Starsky action figure.
Yeah.
I knew.
Right.
And actually, weirdly, that Christmas gift exchange has remained a bittersweet memory in the back of my mind since childhood.
Oh, of course, I'm sure.
Right? It's
Yeah.
weird. In fact, after many years,
No.
And at great personal expense,
Shut up.
I present to you the long sought after Starsky action figure.
Oh my gosh.
Take a look at him.
Wow.
Take a good long look at him.
Yes.
He's perfect.
He is. Oh my
He's
gosh.
indescribably beautiful.
He is.
And because they always had each other's back,
You're kidding me.
I got Hutch too.
Oh my gosh.
And I am hoping that these will finally fill the gaping hole in my black heart.
Are these the original figures?
They're vintage. From a
Wow.
long time past, Michelle. Vintage on card in what I would describe as very good condition.
I'm speechless. This is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle is what it is.
Yes.
And listen to this. I did some research.
Okay.
And weirdly, the US versions of the Starsky and Hutch action figures came with no accessories.
Oh.
But the UK versions came with their police issue sidearms.
Odd.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought so too, considering how gun focused we are over here.
Oh yeah.
So, I spent a little bit more and I got them each their own police issue sidearm.
Wow.
Yeah. And while I was at it, Starsky often wore a leather jacket in the show.
Yeah.
So I picked up this leather jacket for
You-
Starsky,
Wait.
to try to dress him accordingly.
You're not going to open them.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm going to open them.
No.
How else are we going to play with them?
No.
Yes.
They're collector's items.
You know what they are? These are collector's items. And now we're going to raise the value on all the others that are still out there somewhere.
Yes.
So let's do it.
Okay. So how did it feel to finally open
Oh,
these?
my God. It felt amazing.
Yeah.
To finally have these toys in my
I'm
hands.
sure.
There was also a strong sense of traveling back in time.
Oh yeah.
It felt, I'll tell you what, it felt
Okay.
just like I assume it feels
Uh-huh.
when a woman first holds her newborn child in her arms. I'm assuming that's how it feels. Take this for a face. Look out, Hutch.
I thought I got rid of you back in Salem's Lot. The doctor is in. Good one.
You can't hide from me.
Oh!
Greetings. We are here to serve man.
Serve this, butthead.
Oh,
So there they are, finally.
Yeah.
My Starsky and Hutch action figures
Yes.
that I've been waiting for. You know what? They cost a lot of money, but it
Right,
was
yeah.
well worth it to make a
Wait.
childhood dream come true.
Is this why you said we couldn't exchange Christmas gifts?
They were very
Is
expensive.
this why?
There are not a lot of people hiring
So
illustrators
you could buy
right
yourself
now.
toys?
I'm
Is
reliving
this
my childhood.
Why? I swear to God, if I don't get something underneath that tree,
Happy holidays.
you cheap son of a...